At the age of 25, I was violently depressed and I was pissed the fuck off at the world. And yes, we're getting into it quick, fast, and early. I'm all about transparency, accountability, and that's the only way we can move forward here. 25 years of my life, I was an angry boy. And the main reason for that is because I felt like a tiny little infinitesimal little blip on the planet. Felt like one person in a sea of 8 billion that could make no difference, right? There are already government systems secured, there are already financial systems secured, an education system, there were buildings and roads and a way of life, and people are working and doing jobs, and it felt like there was a status quo, and this was a machine that was perfectly working, and I was just but a tiny, tiny little cog. And I was given, a clipboard, and it was like, find your path within this system, only this system, and that is how it goes. And I became very depressed. I became suicidal at times. And at 25, I saw my first therapist because it had gotten so bad. And of course, as America goes, I was prescribed an SSRI on my first visit because business as usual. And I took that pill for 2 days, and it felt like crack cocaine. I was wired, I couldn't sleep, and I couldn't eat. And I didn't really know where to go, and that is when a bridge moment happened for me. And we'll talk more about what I define as a bridge event, but I had a bridge event sitting on the patio of my apartment, and this video came across my YouTube feed.
It's a scientific fact that the hormones of stress downregulate genes and create disease, long-term effects. Human beings, because of the size of the neocortex, we can turn on the stress response just by thought alone. We can think about our problems and turn on those chemicals. That means then our thoughts could make us sick. So if it's possible that our thoughts could make us sick, is it possible that our thoughts could make us well? The answer is absolutely yes.
Holy shit. That's right. When I saw that video, all I could think was, holy shit. Because the way that Dispenza phrased that video was very logical thinking, scientific, and for my belief system at the time, which was materialistic and atheist, it served to enter into my brainwaves, and I kind of had an awakening. I was able to take accountability because what I took from that was I associated that your thoughts could make you sick, depression being sickness in my analogy, and then I thought, well, then I could make myself not depressed. And then I kind of took accountability and saw my life and was like, you know what? I do have a lot of self-negative talk. I do feel like I'm not worthy and deserving of things like a girlfriend and money. I do put myself down. I do not think I could come in first place in a lot of the things that I did. And so it allowed me to kind of sit back and still from a materialistic framework, Newtonian physics framework, go, okay, I have some self-control here and I need to look within and kind of figure some things out and not just play the blame game. And that was the first bridge event that took me to where this channel is going to take us. Because I believe that we are in a spiritual simulation. That we are infinite spiritual beings having a physical experience, and that human beings are not experiencing consciousness, but consciousness is experiencing being a human being. And when you understand these principles, and I'm going to back that all up in video after video, we're going to talk about things like near-death experiences and what that means, child reincarnation studies and what that means, quantum physics and why it is actually showing us that spiritualism and consciousness is fundamental, as well as things like sacred geometry and everything behind me on this wall here. And I hope you join the journey because what you find when you actually understand these concepts is the opposite of powerlessness. It is self-empowerment. You realize that you are not just one person out of 8 billion on a planet, and in fact, you are the planet. In fact, you are beyond the planet. You are the creation. You are the director, the writer, the lighting guy. You are everybody in between, and everything is a mirror reflection, and I can't wait to show you this journey. Stay tuned, and let's change our belief systems together.